Okay, time to try out something different. A game that has been recommended as being rather cinematic. So we've got some graphic quality cranked up. Hopefully it's not too loud.
There was a time when resources seemed endless. But in 2030, the great energy crisis began.
Too close to
With
home?
hardly any resources left on our world, global powers created the World Space Agency to look beyond the Earth for answers. The answer was found in helium-3, a powerful isotope discovered in abundance on the Moon.
It's like an Anno
With it,
2205.
humanity could satisfy its energy demand for decades to come.
Decades to come.
In 2030,
Still very
mankind
short-sighted.
colonized the Moon. Spearheaded by the Lunar Council, the WSA constructed several permanent settlements to harvest and process helium-3. The resulting energy was transferred to Earth through a revolutionary energy network, the Microwave Power Transmission, or MPT. For a time, all seemed well.
Very like
Then,
Anno.
one fateful night in 2054, the lights went out.
It was a dark and stormy night.
No energy. The MPT had gone offline, and communication with the lunar colonist was lost. Without earthly resources to launch a full-scale rescue mission to the Moon,
They didn't
the
just
World
have a
Space
rocket?
Agency was shut down permanently in 2055. But a small group of former WSA colonists refused to accept humanity's bleak future. Determined to discover the colony's fate and to restore the MPT, they've been preparing their mission in an abandoned desert launch facility. Now, in 2059, they are ready to launch an astronaut to the Moon.
Is that me?
What awaits is unknown and unforeseeable. But the mission is clear. Deliver us the Moon.
Well, I hope you got a big bag. It just makes me think of Majora's Mask. You want the moon? Here it is. Hey, mind, Gigi. Welcome. So this is something a bit different. I was hoping it would kind of just dump you straight in the game. Got all of that cinematic build-up. And then it's kind of... I don't know. Check graphics all look good. Yeah, I feel with all of that cinematic build-up, it's like, that should be the start of the game. Like, that should happen when I click new game. Because that's going to happen every time I load in now, isn't it? Oh well. As long as I can skip it.
Friends and family of the missing lunar colonists gather all around the world tonight in remembrance of the 2054 MPT blackout that resulted in a global power outage and the loss of contact with the lunar colony. The blackout caused global turmoil, which ultimately led to the closure of the World Space Agency 1 year later.
There we get another one.
The recent formation of the largest dust
This is going to feel a bit like a watch party at some points, because I believe this is a very kind of atmospheric cinematic game.
As a result of the new storm, the desert could soon cover 30% of the globe's landmass.
Why are there so many dials on that radio?
Support for refugees, despite reports of resource
Oh,
shortages.
sensitivity is
The
an
dust
issue.
storm is expected to hit residential zones between the northern 49th and
Okay, that's a
50th
bit better.
latitude lines by late afternoon, and pass over the World Space Agency's former MPT ground station.
Oh,
in
we've
the
got
Adiaal
like
Desert.
momentum-based
Authorities
movement.
have
That's
proposed a mandatory evacuation
not a fan of that.
impacted areas. For countries north of the
Oh, yeah,
equatorial
yeah.
desert, temperatures are expected to be a
Launch
mild
sequence.
46
Command
degrees
module
Celsius.
blueprint.
This was Nicole
Oh,
Key
yeah?
for World News 1, September 16, 2059. Wishing you a safe and happy day.
Oh, there's separate things when you actually click read than just what you see on it. So it's kind of a point-and-click adventure. I wish the movement was a bit more immediate. Moonman! Well, that's a little bit close to home. I imagine if there's been an energy crisis for a few years, there'll be a lot of fantasizing about things like that. Gorgeous graphics. It's really atmospheric. So I do just wish the movement was more snappy instead of kind of ramps up. You press the key and it doesn't do anything for a little bit. Oh. Am I supposed to be talking to someone? Oh, that's just the radio. I mean... I guess we'll get dressed. Oh, those reflections and everything.
Fortuna 1, this is Claire. Please confirm radio contact.
Ground control to Major Tom. Oh, is this going to be third person now? I wanted it to stay first person.
Radio contact.
Oh, now the sensitivity is way too high in the menus.
And prime the rocket for liftoff. We have to launch before the dust storm hits.
Okay. That's all I can do at the moment. Sure. So I want first person again. Is there a way to go first person again? Controls, sensitivity, and let's crank that up. So maybe I won't have to have things done. Bindings. I'm not seeing a toggle. I can zoom. That's disappointing. Creek.
There she is, the tourist.
What's the temperature where I live?
To get her ready for launch.
12 degrees outside, 18 degrees inside.
In a few hours. If we don't succeed now, the Fortuna mission will be over.
It is only like 10 to 10 in the morning, so no, I still need the sensitivity cranked up. So what's there out here, I wonder? This is basically walk around and interact with literally everything the game, I think. It'll tell me to do things, and it'll be wanting me to do things quickly. What was that? There was a little prompt shot up for some reason. Dunno. Can't get in there, it seems. There's just some portaloos, looks like. Oh, scan, okay. Ah, achievement. I'm guessing just for scanning the first thing. Data recovery. Some trailers. Can I go inside? Booking a plane right now. Is it too hot where you are? I've heard it's pretty intense in some parts of the world. I mean, it is winter here, so, you know, that is why it's cooler. Hopefully the camera movement isn't too... Oh, I can sprint, okay. Can I go in here? No. Oh, the door's open on this one. Okay, so I guess that if the door isn't open, I won't be able to use it. Oh, now I get first person. That's confusing. I don't like the inconsistency. Midnight temperature around 27. Oh yeah, it's like that in midsummer here as well. Yeah, it'll be like high 20s and humid as fuck. Imagine a world free of fossil fuels and pollution. All of our energy needs satisfied in the blink of an eye. A system that can wirelessly transmit energy all over the world and beyond. This is the MPT. Cool. Yeah, still seems a bit short-term thinking. I love in the cinematic at the start, it's like, it'll deliver for decades to come. It's like, cool. Got any more plans beyond that? Well, that's depressing. Touching, but depressing. The Johansson family. Well, yeah, that is very depressing. Okay, so we're hoping to find something out about this other woman's father and sister? Oh, hello. Sputnik Monument. I recognize Ave, and I can't read that, but I recognize that. Besenkov Cosmodrome. Oh, so are we in... It's reached to the stars, okay, so are we in Russia then or something? I don't know, we're in a desert now, whatever it used to be. Am I missing anything else? I can't go in here, can I? No. So it's very, very atmospheric. Oh, hello. Flip. Whee! Okay, that's cool. I don't know where it's gone, but that's cool. I'm surprised that isn't an achievement, to be honest. That's fun. But then it's fun when you do have little Easter egg things like that without it actually being an achievement. That's fair. Because then, like, people will trawl through achievement guides and find things. It's fun to have some things that you'll only find by looking for them yourself. It's kind of cool. I guess we go in here. Oop. Ah. Of course, it couldn't be that easy, could it? Okay. Now what? This is a classic... Oh, the ladder is now glowing. I was about to say this is a classic style game, so it doesn't just put a marker on your waypoint and say, you have to go here now. But it does just have subtle clues, which is nice. So the ladder just starts to glow slightly. Is Baikonur if it's in launch station? Maybe. Turn that. Okay. Don't know what this is doing. Apparently jump starting the generator. I do appreciate the just F2 climb and then you control the climbing. In we go.
Good, I see you're on your way up to the facility. The control center is located on the top floor. There you can prime the rocket for launch.
What are you doing this whole time, lady on the radio? Is that the door to get out? Or is this the door to get out? That's the door to get out. Okay. Separate cage. Oh, there we go.
5 years since we last received a microwave power transmission from the lunar colony. At first, no one believed it would be possible to transmit energy from the moon back to Earth.
You could have let
But the
me,
WSA
like,
proved
walk
it
outside
wrong,
first.
Just like you will, when you get the MPT back online.
All these... Are they meant to be solar arrays as well? So I guess it's... This is... I mean, surely you're getting... I mean, we're getting power, obviously, to power the facility. Yeah, the wind effects on the tarp are really cool. Why was our room up the top there instead of underneath? Why are we in the most exposed shipping container? I have questions. But this is a really cool setting. Whereas Anno 2205 uses the same sort of logic in terms of energy transmission from the moon, but it's all much more optimistic and everything just works. I do like the idea of, you know, it's all well and good until something goes wrong. Like, you are creating one hell of a dependency on tech not going wrong. There's a keypad there. Okay, I haven't been given the code, and person silent. There's something in the vending machine and I want it. There's also a hammer. Can I pick up the hammer? I feel I should be able to pick up the hammer. Is my flashlight going to drain energy? Ooh, that'll be something that comes into a thing at some point. Oh, hello. If power's out, use code 3548 for the door. If the power's out... Oh, I can actually collect things. Oh, maybe I should have been collecting things earlier instead of just putting them back down again? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, you don't need to prompt me for the objective. I know where to go. Though I can't remember what the number was now. I was hoping it would fill it in for me. 3548. I'm so used to that once you discover a number, that it'll automatically fill in for you in games like this. Like in Deus Ex, that's what happens when you learn codes for keycards and stuff. I don't know what I'm pulling, but I'm pulling it. Oh, the windows. Oh, there'll be the blast shields, I guess. I don't want to drain my battery too much. So I assume that's something that's going to happen. These doors are locked.
This building once functioned as part of the WSA, but it's been our home for many years now. I still can't believe you'll be leaving here for good soon. The desertification
For good?
of this whole
What, you're not
region
optimistic
won't
that
be
I'll ever
long
come
after the
back?
storm passes through.
That's rude. It would be nice to think that I might come back. Space Tech. A year after the blackout. Again, I'm not quite sure how you end up in a situation that you can't even send a rocket. Like, you don't have that backup strategy for something that is so important for mankind. Lol. I'm skipping a jump. Is there anything else up here? It's not. Oh, hello. Ah, dossier. Known workaholic. Obsessive tendencies cause rifts in personal relationships. You do surprise me. It's weird that you can read everything on there, but then you have the separate read option as well. It's like, yeah, that just tells me exactly what I've already read. They block off things for you to not go to with just stuff lying around. It's a pretty common strategy. Who's that? Maria Gonzalez, Director. Objective, MPT Network. Scan. Okay. Zoom. Why is it telling me about Zoom now? Hello. Wee. No, achievement unlocked. You spin me right round. You spin me right round. I was literally thinking that when I pressed the button. I can't quite leave it on New Zealand. We can just see it there. There we go. Oh, what do we got here? Huygens Research Facility. In memoriam, Huygens malfunction. Okay. Interesting. That computer's seen better days. Was there something else that clicked up? That was probably just the zoom prompt again, I guess. Oh, hello. Whose is that? Rhea's broken ASE. Huygens cryosleep malfunction. That sounds terrifying. Yes, error met years ago when the Pearson space station was relieved from service after the Huygens cryosleep malfunction. Remember how to talk about the broken ASE? I'm looking for a way to extract its holographic data. Runs through a unique hardware component and a specialized more in software. You reach out to Rolf Robertson. Okay, so mechanical issues. In memoriam, those lost during the Huygens malfunction of June 10th, 2048. Don't forget everyone we've lost that day. It even tells you what's on the backside when you actually look at the read bit of it. And there's one candle still burning. Now I'm curious about what that was all about. But we're not allowed to read these. Like we can zoom, but we don't get them as separate interactables. We can't scan them or anything. Huygens cryosleep experiment responsible for major disaster. Your lunar colony in state of emergency after cryosleep generator malfunction. In the wake of a fatal error inside its cryosleep machinery, the Huygens research facility has suffered severe damage. The death toll at the facility is still being tallied, and it's unclear when, if ever, the facility will be once open again for research. The lunar base, which is vital to the WSA's scientific activities on the moon, has been evacuated until further notice. Witness accounts speak of an icy nightmare. WSA has yet to comment on the exact amount of damage the facility has suffered, though preliminary reports maintain that extremely low temperatures and build-up permafrost have made the facility nearly inaccessible. The malfunction set in motion a cascade of disasters, says Maria Gonzalez, head researcher on the cryosleep team and one of the few survivors. One critical error led to another. The consequences were devastating. Families left behind by the tragedy have urgently requested the bodies be returned to Earth. It's like the mining disaster down here where bodies just end up not being able to be recovered. Base now remains off limits indefinitely. So in other words, I'm probably going to end up there, I guess. I think we know what's going to happen. Long-awaited decision is listed outcries and scientific community which considered it a key component for shaping humanity's future. Research conducted inside the lunar base explored the possibilities of cryo-sleep. Many hoped it would yield the knowledge required to safely induce artificial hibernation necessary to prevent aging during long-distance space travel. I mean, that is the cornerstone of so many sci-fi things, of trying to get to other solar systems, like well, especially like some Mass Effect Andromeda, where you're going to a different galaxy. But even just going to Alpha Centauri, if you're only traveling sub-light, it takes years to get there. Despite its importance, the WSA considers it unjustifiable to dedicate an expedition to recovering the facility. We have carefully weighed the risks, merits, and expenses of salvaging and repairing the facility. I mean, it must be said, surely you could set that sort of thing up on Earth. Why does that have to be on the moon? I mean, I guess it's good that it's in 0G, low G, but surely a space station you could do just as well. Anyway, that's, again, mildly depressing. Oh, and now we're the other part of this corridor. What sort of area is this? Things have started to fill up with sand. What's that little unit? It looks like it's got a couple of lightsabers sticking out of the top. Can I have one of those? I do like the background music. Okay, where are we supposed to go? There's... oh, hello. Ah, has wheels. Okay. What do we got in here? It's prompting me for the flashlight again, but I know that drains a battery. I don't want to waste it unnecessarily. But I also want to see where I'm going, so there is that. And there's stairs, so I guess we go upstairs. Control center. We are supposed to be going to the control center, I guess. Hop, 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 hop. It's the cafeteria first. What do we got here? Evacuation notice, that's right. This place had been evacuated? I thought it had just been shut down rather than evacuated per se. What are these? Can I read these very well? Outside the Fesenkov Cosmodrome facility. Between September 15th to 16th, everyone in and around must be ready outside at 0500 at the rendezvous. Interesting. Can I grab some snacks? Ooh, the shadows are doing some funky things down there. I don't know whether or not that's the DLSS or the ray tracing or what. We are on performance. Ooh, balanced. Quality makes it a bit less bad. Do we just turn DLSS off? No, that's also very shimmery. Interesting. I mean, I've not noticed any frame drops, so quality versus performance is probably fine. Shadow resolutions are still super high. I really don't want to have to put up with that sort of random shimmering. It goes away if I turn ray tracing off, but I don't play many games with ray tracing. I'd love to leave it on, so, but we might just have to put up with some weird staticky bits. We'll try not to look at it, how's that? We'll pretend it doesn't exist. What the hell's going on here? Fortuna 1 is a go. Thank you, everyone. That's my mission, I assume. Or yellow, sticky. Ah, it's not another one. Beer pong, okay. Geordie, Daniel, Claire, and Maria. I win, says Geordie. Am I Geordie or am I Daniel? I bet I'm Daniel. Claire's office. I assume I just... Okay. Learning to listen, environmental analysis, part 1. 2 achievements unlocked.
1, the transmitter at Pearson Space Station.
Claire, there you are. Come on, we're celebrating in the other room. Everyone is looking for you.
I need to go over this one last time, Maria.
We've been over it before, multiple times. We're good. Come. It's time to join the party.
It won't take long. I'll be right there.
A true Johansson. Once
Yeah.
he set his mind to something, I could never convince him either. You're just as stubborn as your father.
Probably the only thing we had in common. I just don't understand why he didn't restore the MPT connection. He invented the damn thing. And now it's just us.
Presumably
No one
because he
else has even
couldn't.
tried. If we fail...
Remember what I told you. If it can be done, then we're going to do it. That's all we have to focus on. Go over your notes. Join us when you're ready.
All right.
Okay, what have we got in here? So she's trying to figure out what the problem might be so we know more about how to fix it. I mean, that's useful thoughts. Bottle rocket designed the Taurus V rocket for the Fortuna mission. Interesting. Smart cookie. So basically the same stuff just blown up that was on our earlier blueprint thing back in our little module. Going up again, up to the control center. Mission control.
Good. You're in the control center. Get the rocket ready to launch as fast as possible.
Launch preparations. Initiate power reboot. Sure, we'll do that.
Calculating new storm ETA. Claire, we have a problem. The storm is approaching faster than expected. Way faster. Time's running out. Keep going, Fortuna. We've been working too long to give up now.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hoped that we were actually going to be clear and that we were going up ourselves. Close both fuel valves. Close both fuel valves. Okay, same thing. Big red button. Do we press this now? What do we do with this? That's not good. Okay, I'm guessing that we have to do the fuel valves before it'll let us do that. So, how do we do that? Where are the fuel valves for a start? Call the lift, I guess, just in case we have to go down there. Ah, it lowers down anyway. Honestly, those things are more of a trip hazard than anything else. So... Oh. Weren't we down here before? Yeah, that's the ladder we moved out of the way. Did we just not even think to press the button and go up? Oh, okay. Never mind. We can't go anywhere there. Ah, here we go. This looks promising. Turn. Can I just jump down? I don't have a health bar, so I assume there's no fall damage. If there is, we're gonna learn the hard way at some point. Oh. Thanks. Cool. So how am I supposed to get up there then? Do I have to do some parkour? I can't jump over that. How do I get up there? Oh, hang on. That's why this lift is here. That makes sense. Where are you? You. Come with me if you want to live. We're strong. Pulling this against the flow of the wheels. Going up. First floor, haberdashery. And stubborn fuel lines. F, thank you. Spin it around and bump. There we go. Our very own ladder. Cool. Is there a save game feature? I mean, there is a load feature.
Okay,
Just wondering.
the hydrogen valves are closed. Head back inside the control center to prime the rocket for launch.
Run, run, run. Not because of any real sense of urgency, but just because we're not doing anything otherwise. Okay. Now we get a different animation. Boop, boop. Shouldn't we be on that? And why are we still standing here?
That's it. The rocket is primed. You have to launch now, before the dust storm destroys the rocket
Oh.
and everything we've worked for.
Oh, we have a timer and everything. Cool. What happens if it runs out? I mean, we are not that far through the game, so what happens if it just runs out? I'm gonna imagine it just resets us to the start of the run, so... Going up. Dramatic music intensifies.
What are you waiting for? We have to launch before it's too late.
Is this the last bit? Can we just, like, wait? I'm gonna wait until there's, like, I don't know, hardly any time remaining. Ooh, the time's turned red. I mean, if we just have to wait another 90 seconds, that's fine. I mean, we got up here really fast. They could have made it 60 seconds and it would have been fine. I guess we should just go, I don't think anything special is going to happen. Oh, we got an achievement, in fact, in the nick of time, so... Maybe once it goes red, then you get a separate achievement for leaving it till the last minute.
Rocket navigation system.
Oh, it's probably just a progression
online.
achievement, it probably just says that anyway.
Just like your training, you can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
Cool. How do we do that? We believe in you. Oh, we have buttons now. Well, this is a much quicker timer, so let's see what happens. I want to see the game over screen. I want to see this game over. Come on. Yeah, dust storm. There we go.
Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
Is there anything else? So, flip these.
Ground launch sequencer started.
Then I have to press these, apparently.
Orbital, a little more careful.
I noticed that the Ah, okay, you've got a timer, right? Interesting.
Perfect, just like was practiced.
The timer doesn't start until you stop doing certain things. So these are meant to be switched in a certain way. I'm just gonna switch everything. Ah. You do too many wrong, and it's... Oh, now the timer appears. Okay, so you get a different time, or you get a timer for each different thing. Come on, I just wanna... Is it gonna be a different... It's just gonna be the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we can't even skip the cutscene. It always shows you your failure. That's kind of fun. Fine. I guess we just have to be boring.
Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like
That'll set you back to
saying
the
you can
start.
do this.
So the more that you screw up,
Launch procedure.
the more annoying it gets, I guess. So, okay. Flip, flip, flip. All of those are
Launch
on.
sequencer
And
started.
then 2 is this.
Orbital axis
Oops.
arm retracting.
There you go. Whoops. No. Wait. Ah, I've got to press it again. I was holding it instead of pressing it. There we go. Okay, so then we do that one, 0, that one, and then the... No? Oh, other way around. That, and then that.
Auxiliary power
There you
unit
go.
booting up.
And now we've got this one.
Gaseous oxygen vent arm Rick's holding, but barely. Try to go easy on the equipment. Vent
There you
arm
go.
safely in place.
Oh, you've got to hold it in the right place? Or what? Do they all have to be on at the same time? Yeah, there we go.
Sound
Okay, that's kind of
protection
weird.
system engaged.
And then you got this one done down here. Can I do like... Oh, I can't interact with any of the other things now that it's finished. There you go, fine.
Hydrogen burner system activated.
6 and then
Rocket
7's
boosters
over
ready
here.
for ignition. Standing by for countdown. Rocket boosters ignition start. Engines ready.
Oh,
in
like,
5,
I guess that's all I do now.
3, 2, start. 1. We have liftoff.
It showed me moving before I felt myself moving. Fairly sure I also shouldn't be able to hear the dust storm outside. Because that implies that there's air getting in here somewhere, and that's a really bad thing. It should be deathly silent in here. Departure from Earth. Oh, do I have to do these things myself? Main engine cutoff, separation, ignition and stuff?
Has entered the thermosphere. You're on your way, but you know
Because there is more 8, 9 and then 10, yeah, so 8. So it's over that side there? Can we even see much? Sort of. Well, there's the Earth, I guess. Feels a bit small. The stars are just a little bit fuzzy. Oh, we can't even control this. We have to watch that.
when the first astronauts made their way to the moon just 100 years ago. They knew an Earth full of life.
I'm not sure they even had a...
Today is done.
Did they have windows on the early
To bring
rockets?
the MPT network back online.
Not sure whether or not they did.
Restore the hope humanity lost after the lunar colony fell.
Well, maybe they should have thought about better alternatives then.
And most of all, start thinking about a future.
They should have started thinking about that about 100 years ago.
You'll need to find the MPT transmitter at the Pearson
Oh,
Space
hello.
Station. From there, the power signal was relayed to Earth. This was the final link in the MPT network before the blackout.
Yeah, it says main engine lift cut off, stage separation, second stage separation.
Head down to the shelter.
But apparently we're not doing that.
Understood. For Tuna 1, this storm is going to jam radio contact. You'll be on your own for a while. To reach the station, you must...
I mean, We're out of line of sight anyway.
Of the law. Please, deliver us the limit.
Oh, now we've got... Here we go. Cut off main engine. Okay, so we just turn that back down again. Okay. Second stage thruster, that's this thing. And just pull that. Fly me to the moon. That's the achievement we just unlocked. Oh, maybe we should have left that, and maybe we would have had another cutscene if we had failed to do that in the right time. Where we, like, plop it back to Earth or something.